Okay, so you're getting a lot of traffic to your website, but you're not making any sales for your e-commerce store. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can fix it. I'm also not here to sell you a scammy course. My name's Sebastian. I have about 5 to 7 years experience in e-commerce. These are some stores that I worked with last year for Black Friday, and I want to explain to you how I managed to get these results and how you managed to move past that point where you're getting traffic to your website, but you're not getting any sales. Because when you're getting started, especially with dropshipping or e-commerce or with a new brand, the biggest problem you have is you're spending money on advertising, or you're trying to market on TikTok, or you're running organic traffic to your landing page, but people are coming and they're just leaving and you don't understand why they're not buying. Well, there's a couple of reasons for this, and in this video you're going to understand and be able to track your customers or your visitors on your page and work out exactly what it is that's causing them not to purchase your product, and then from that you can now change that information on your website within the next 24 to 48 hours, and then you'll start to see traffic on your website, and it's not going to cost you a penny. So here's what's the problem. Imagine, for example, you are a brand new e-commerce store. Now, I'm using Manscaped as an example, and I've used this in some previous videos, but it really highlights this point. Because a lot of people, when they get started building a brand, they go all out on everything. They add in 10 different products. They've got all sorts of information on their website. They've got offers, they've got sales, they've got images that they've either taken themselves or they've taken off a supplier's website, and it's just very chaotic. And the reason that they do this, the reason that you're probably doing this, is because you've seen companies like Manscaped do it. And you think because they do it and because it works for them, it should therefore work for you. But the problem is, this is exactly your biggest problem. This is what's stopping you from bringing in customers. Because someone lands on this website and they know what Manscaped is. They know that Manscaped is a reliable brand because they've seen it everywhere. The only reason they've seen it everywhere is because Manscaped has spent millions on advertising. They have got billions of impressions of their products over the last 5 years, and every single person knows about it. They know what their products do in general. All they then need to do is decide what product. But whatever you're doing, you most likely haven't spent $1 million in advertising on your product. You've probably spent a few hundred, maybe a few thousand. But someone who lands on your website has no loyalty to you. They could not care less about you, your struggles, your business, what maybe it's a special homemade product and it's got a lot of love poured into it, whatever. They could not care less. They do not care as long as that product can solve their problem and do it quickly and they can get that answer instantly, then they will buy. Now, there are a few caveats to this, but on general, whatever product you're selling, when someone lands on your website, they just want to know really quickly, okay, which product do I want to buy? Also, you have to consider that although you spend all day looking at your website, you know what every single product does, you understand how everything works. When someone looks at your website, they're very visual, they don't know anything before they come on, other than what you've shown them in your ad. So you want to make it as easy as possible for them to work things out. And sometimes you may look at your website and say, okay, well, I know what the crop soother is or the crop cleanser is. Maybe you've given it some wacky title that you think is going to be really cool for marketing, but doesn't actually describe what the product does. You can see here, infused with aloe, colloidal oats, or what those are. They've given a brief description about everything that product has in it. Now, maybe your problem is that your product doesn't explain all of this in detail. So here's what you need to do. You need to find out why people are coming to your website and why they're leaving. Either they're overwhelmed with information, or the product isn't explaining to them the problem and the solution that it solves, or there's something else going on. So how do you actually do this? Because obviously when someone's just viewing your website, you can't read their mind, right? Imagine if someone's viewing your website, right, and you could just see what they're thinking. They're looking at this now thinking, God, this is just chaotic. I don't know which product I need. I mean, the beard hedger, cool. Like, why is this better than somebody else's product? Realistically, it's probably not. It just comes down to the marketing and the branding. But they want some questions answered. And if you're not giving them that answer quickly enough, then obviously they're not going to buy. So now imagine this. Imagine, for example, if when someone comes onto your website and they have a bunch of questions, they could literally talk to you. Or you could sit there on your website and you could say, look, hey, watch it, before you leave, let me just help you out. What questions have you got? How can I get some information from this customer? And then also, how can I use that information for my future ad campaigns? So while we can't read someone's mind, we can give them the opportunity to talk to our website, to talk to us personally. And we're going to do this using AI. So essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the information from this website, from every single product, and I've done an example of this for Manscaped. We're going to take every single product on this website, We're going to take all the information, all the bits of details about, the problem this product solves, and then what we're going to do is we're going to train an AI agent to be able to answer these questions. And this is what it looks like. So, for example, this is a question for, I own this software, by the way. So here, I've asked this chatbot, what is ChatIQ? And it's given me a breakdown information, but maybe I still have some more questions. How does this actually help me? You can see here, it then explains that when people just leave your website, more often than not, it's because they don't actually know what you're selling or how it can help them. It's trying to explain to me how this product, ChatIQ, can help me as a business owner. And you can do exactly the same thing for your website. And I'll show you an example. Now, if you want to get started with this, you can click the top link down below in the description. It will take you to our website. But here is an example of a chatbot agent that I built using Manscaped as the research information. So down here, let me make myself smaller. On the left is the knowledge base. This is all the information this chatbot is trained on. This is what it's referencing for its questions. You can see here, I've asked it, what's the best product for me for beard shaving? It is able to read through, and this here is the source information, but I'll explain that in a second. It's able to read through the Pro Beard Kit, the Beard Hedger, just the main homepage, terms of use. There's some other sources in here, but you can't see the text just because it's too big. But if we come to data feed, you can see here, I have scraped the beard care products, the performance package, the perfect package, the Pro Beard Kit, and the Beard Hedger. So I've selected 5 different products. And what it's doing is for its question, when you ask it a question, it's reading 143 words on this page, 867 words on this page, 500, 800, 700 words, and it reads all of those simultaneously, and it compares each one of these products, and it is able to look at, okay, the information in each product, the problem and the solution that it solves. And then what it's able to do is infer from that and give you a response to your question without the user having to go to each single page of that website and read all the information and work it out for themselves. So it said here the Lawnmower 4.0 is one of the best products available. Now, this is quite interesting because now they've actually updated on their website. They no longer have the 4.0, it's now the 5.0. And I'll get to that in a second. So it then goes on for a bit of information saying the electric beard trimmer designed specifically for grooming and shaping your beard. It's given some information about the product, and it's also explained some features that it has that could actually be, quite a good selling point. It also says, well, you may also consider the performance package, which includes additional grooming tools. So the performance package maybe contains a beard trimmer as well. So I could even ask it that if I wanted to. But perhaps I now have a question about the refund policy. What happens if I buy this product and it doesn't work for me? Or how long do I have to test this product? Or how long do I have until I can return it? Now, it also has the warranty return information. It has the terms and conditions. And that it can actually read. And also here you can see on the homepage, shipping 30-day money back guarantee, blah, 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 blah. So what it's doing is it's looking only for the relevant information across the entire website, and it can give a response in an instant. So what happens when I then upload or change data or information on my website? Well, when I built this software, so my experience is in e-commerce, right? So these are stores that I actually worked on. These are the ads that I actually ran for these stores. And the biggest problem is if you're constantly changing things on your website, you want the AI to be able to understand and update that information, which is why when you scrape the information from a website, it separates them into URLs. So I can say, right, well, I've updated the performance package 4. I need to just rescrape that website. I don't want to rescrape the entire website. I just need to change that bit of information. So I can select it and I can delete it. Then what I can do is I can come back onto my website and I can take the new link. I can copy this link. I can come back into ChatIQ. I can come to upload new data, and now what I can do is scrape the new URL and just scrape that single link there. And then what it'll do is it'll add it back into the list of information, and now I can re-add it to my chatbot. So if I come to chatbots, you can see here let's go back to Manscaped. This is all the information that it's using. Maybe I now want to add in some new information. So say, for example, we want to add this one. It's going to instantly add it to my chatbot. And now it's able to reference this bit of information in its responses. So if I've just deleted a website or a URL from it, maybe, for example, this one I no longer need, it's no longer going to reference that document. It's no longer going to reference that URL, but it will now reference the new one that I've just uploaded. Sorry about that. So cool. Now we've got it built. How do we actually add it to our website? Well, it's incredibly easy. You can add it to whatever website that you want. For example, if you have an e-commerce store on Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, WordPress, GoDaddy, anything really. All I need to do is click on Share Chatbot here. So this is the workspace where you can actually test it out and see if you want to make any changes. I can then share this chatbot and I can copy this embed code. I can then go over to my website And all I need to do is paste it if I go into Shopify into the header code of my website. And if you want any extra help, there are tutorials within ChatIQ that will teach you how to do all of these things. Awesome. So how do you actually get started? Well, if you click the link down below at the bottom of this video in the description, it will take you to our website. Then what you can do is you can click on the Get Started for Free button, and it will give you a 2-week free trial. So enter your card information, your card won't be charged, and then what it will do is it will take you through an onboarding process. So I'll show you what this looks like, and this may look slightly different when you actually come to the website. So just fill out the information and create your account. Sign up for a free trial, and then what you can do is actually scrape the website. You'll see here it's giving me the summary of the link that I've just scraped. Then you can actually customize your chatbot. And then once you've built your chatbot, it will show you the chatbot that's ready. Now, this is just showing me all the chatbots because I've already created an account, but for you, you'll only have one chatbot here. And then when you click on Try Chatbot, and like I say, this may look slightly different when you sign up, you can get the embed code, and it will just be ready for you to go. So you don't actually need to go into the dashboard to look at all this information to get started. You'll have a very simple chatbot ready to go right off the bat as soon as you complete this onboarding. So if you have any additional questions, you can go ahead and comment them down below, or you can go ahead and check out our website. And obviously, if you have any ideas for new features, you can go ahead and ask those down below. One quick thing I do get asked a lot is whether it can do human handoff. And yes, it can. You just need to come into the dashboard and go to prompts. And you can actually come to the public prompt library, customer service, for example, and you can use one of these ones. This is just public prompts that other people create. But if I come to the single phase prompt, you can see here, I've said, okay, if someone's happy, send them to this URL, or if someone's angry, let's book them into a sales call. So you just customize your prompt. And if you want to have a bit more information about that, you can click here and watch the tutorial, and it will give you some extra information. But there's plenty of other videos on my website or on this YouTube channel that will teach you how to do that.